All right, folks, we are back, and by golly, does it feel good.
Oh, it's good to be back.
We had a couple week hiatus there. I know, that's on me. A couple actual work jobs that I had to do. Been a real pain in the ass, really hurt my creative process, but we are back. We are here. It is your week 2 recap and your week 3 preview, kicking off a wonderful 2019 YOLO Fish FFL season. Let's get right into it. We're going to start off with, as we always do, our previous week recap. We're going to go in order of our highest scores to our lowest scores. We're going to jump into some superlatives, as always. Sleeper actually gives a couple out, so we'll talk about that a little bit. We're going to go into everybody's favorite segment, your power rankings. We're going to talk about who was a dummy on the waiver wire this week, and we're going to look ahead at week 3. So, without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Your commissioner put a whooping on Reynolds this week, 170 to 95. It was a big day, obviously, because the Pats defense put up 37 points for me. But to be honest, they could have put up negative 37 points. I still would have beat Reynolds' ass. I had big days from Carson Wentz, had 21 points. Derrick Henry got me 15. Travis Kelce, big tight end, got that gold award, Jensen, gave me 23.2 points. Over on Reynolds' side, not great day. Decent day from Cam, got him 14. Kyler Murray got him 18. Lev Bell got him 15. Michael Thomas got him 13. Everybody else kind of stunk. He got a big old goose egg from Dave Njoku, who's, I think, got a concussion and broken wrist and all that shit. He's done for the year pretty much. And then D.D. Westbrook, who everybody talked up this preseason, everybody had hype coming after him. Well, Big Nick Dick goes down, so does his fantasy stock goes down, got him 0.92 points. Put an ass whooping on Mike Reynolds' team this week. Moving on now to our next highest scoring game, and this one, folks, was a nail biter. Came down to Monday Night Football. It was Patrick's 166 to McCallum's 159. Starting off on Pat's side, huge day from Daction, 34.66 points. Another big day from Josh Allen, got him 24 points. So a nice day there for Patrick's quarterbacks. Nick Chubb got him 17, really put him over the top on Monday night. Sonny Michel got him 12. Vance McDonald, great keeper, got him 19. John Ross got him 22. Will Lutz, maybe keeper of the year. I don't know. Got him 12 points. Over on McCallum's side, an equally, well, I shouldn't say equally because he lost, but almost equally good day. Russ got him 33 points. Jameis only got him 15. That's going to be McCallum's real issue this year. I think Jameis is his number 2. Kerryon Johnson, 15. Tyler Boyd, big day with 20. The Gazelle, Tyrell Williams, got him 13 points. And huge day for Kenny Galladay, got him 24 points. But in the end, wasn't enough to overcome Patrick. Couldn't hold him off on Monday night. Ends up losing by 7. Drops down to 1-1. On to our next game. Jensen's 161 defeats Jack's 129. Jensen really needed this one this month, if you know what I mean. Big, you know. But huge day from Pat Mahomes and Jimmy Garoppolo. Ravens is probably going to go nuts because the facts guy just got here. But Mahomes got him 42 points, 443 yards, 4 touchdowns. Garoppolo, 296 yards, 3 touchdowns for almost 30 points. Huge day from those guys. They're finally paying off as his keepers for the last, 7 years, however long he's had them. Everybody else is kind of mediocre until you get down to Mark Andrews at tight end, got him 23 points, but he did have that fumble, Jensen, don't forget it. And then Chris Godwin gets him 25. Over on Jack's side, obviously hurt by Drew Brees going down, only gets him a half a point, basically done for, what, the next 8 weeks? See, this fucking... Are we done? Hey, are we done? Briggs, are you done? Thank you. Drew Brees goes down for like 9 weeks, only gets him a half point. Decent day from Stafford, gets him 21. Big day from your boy Aaron Jones, gets him 26 points. Great day from Julio Jones, gets him 28 points. Jack really should change his name to like something about the Joneses. It just seems to make sense there. Okay from Keenan Allen, got him 13. Calvin Ridley got him 23. So not a terrible day from Jack. Needed more from his quarterback, obviously. We'll see what he does now moving forward, but Jack's team might be in the dumpster along with Drew Brees' wrist, or finger, whatever the fuck, or his thumb. On now to Connors, 143, taking down Walters, 130. Coyle had nice days from quarterbacks. Baker got him 21. Matty Ice got him 31. Todd Gurley got him 14. Devontae Adams got him 17. So nice day from Coyle. Nothing to write home about, but got the dub. Over on Twin Dub's side, really not great. 130 points, 11 from Phillip Rivers, 14 from his boy Marcus Mariota. Saquon got him 24, and that's really his only saving grace here. If he didn't have Saquon, his team would really fucking stink. 18 points from your boy Cooper Kupp. Otherwise, kind of a shit day from Walt, as we probably all expected. Moving on now to Sokol's 139, defeating Ryan's 127. Ryan's team really stinks, man. What happened to you? Sokol had not a great day from Deshaun, only got him 10 points. Lamar, though, got him 37.88. Huge day from him. Going to be a great keeper for him for a few years, so nice job there, Johnny. Zeke got him 22. Eckler got him 20. Tyler Lockett 13. Greg Olsen 17. So a pretty good day from Sokol's squad here. Needs more from Watson if he's going to compete long term, but overall pretty well balanced. Over on Ryan's side, AR-12 only got him 18 points. Tom Brady got him 28, so decent, not great. Odell, 28 points. Really good job there in keeping him for the last 17 years, Ryan. Nice thought there. But is that going to be enough to sustain your team long term? It definitely doesn't seem like it. You dropped to 0-3. Finally, in our last game, this one really wasn't great. Cole's 130 defeats TJ's 88. TJ, full hangover from the championship, just full swing. Cole had a decent day from Goff, got him 21. Derek Carr stinks, only got him 11 points. Dalvin Cook, huge day on the ground, got him 29, but you're running against Packers defense, you're going to get points. Zach Ertz got him 13. Curtis Samuel got him 11. Not great, not terrible. But luckily for him, he was playing TJ's team, who really stunk because Big Ben got hurt, out for the season, only gets him 3 points. Mitchell Trubisky's just not a good quarterback, plain and simple. Only gets him about 5.5 points. His high score was Matt Breida with 16, and you know if Matt Breida's your high scorer, you got real fucking problems. All right. MVP of the week.
Only me getting pizza every game. MVP, valuable pizza eater.
Gonna go to your commissioner's defense, the New England Patriots. Comparatively to the rest of the defenses, this wasn't even close. 4 INTs, 7 sacks, 2 touchdowns. Just put an absolute walloping on the Miami Dolphins offense. I mean, really, like, this wasn't even fair. This was like if you trotted out the Pirates against, I don't know, fucking Alabama, basically. This was an ass whooping. So, good job there, New England Patriots defense and your commish. 1-2 punch.
Receivers eat a bunch of those.
It's going to go to Jensen's quarterbacks. Pat Mahomes got him 42 points. Jimmy Garoppolo got him 29. Let's see if I can do this math on the fly here. They combined for 739 yards passing, 7 touchdowns. Mahomes also had a fumble, but they combined total for 72.26 points. So, not bad. Pretty good day for you, your quarterbacks there, gents. But they didn't get a goal driven like my Titans did. Lastly, I want to talk about the accolades that are given out by Sleeper every week. Some of them are bullshit. For instance, Walter got Best Manager because he had the perfect lineup for his team. He only scored 130 fucking points though, so he might be a perfect coach, but his general managing skills stink because his team stinks. On the other side of that, Sokol, who won, put up 140 points. He got worse manager because he could have put up 165. Whatever. It is what it is. He still got the dub. But the ones that I actually do like in here that I want to focus on are overachiever and below expectation. This week, your overachiever is Patrick Troy. His original projection was 148 points. He scored 166. Pretty good day. Overachieved by about 12%. Nice job there, Pat. Our below expectation, on the other hand, is Mr. O'Brien. Projected at 148 points. Came in 41% short of that at 88 total points. So that is just abysmal. TJ, we expect more from you, but what are you going to do? All right. Let's move on now to everybody's favorite segment of the week. It is your Week 2 Power Rankings. Now, we haven't seen one since really the draft grades were given out, so your trends that you'll see here are against your draft grade and where you ranked in that sense. So, going top to bottom here, we got Johnny in the number 1 spot. He's 2-0, he's got 340 points to date. My question here is, has the curse of Adrian Peterson finally run its course? For those of you that don't remember, Johnny drafted Adrian Peterson 5 years ago maybe, with the number 1 overall pick, and like 3 days later, AP was put on the commissioner's list for beating the crap out of his son. So Johnny's kind of been struggling ever since then. I think this is the year that he finally puts it all together. Next up, we got Jensen, also 2-0, 4 points total short of Johnny, which is why he's not number 1. Then we have Coyle, 2-0, 301 points to date, just so consistent. Patrick, 2-0, 279 points to date. In the 5 spot, we have York Commish, lost that first game, so I'm 1-1, but big time blowout this week, expect more of that. Number 6, we got McAllen, moved down right where he was graded at from the draft, actually in the 6th spot. They have Cole, who moves up a spot from the draft, he's 1-1 as well. Reynolds moves up 4 spots as he's 1-1. I mean, he got his ass kicked this week, but it wasn't really his fault. He had a big win week 1. And then finally our last 4, Jack at 9, Walter at 10, where we kind of all expected him. Ryan McAllen, whose draft grade was number 1 in this fucking league. He got an A+ draft, drops 10 spots to number 11 here. I mean, my goodness gracious. And finally, TJ, number 12. He won last year, he probably doesn't want to do it. All right, let's take a peek now at our waiver wire this week. Who made good bids, who made shitty bids? We'll take a look. TJ picked up Mason Rudolph with a $54 winning bid. It was actually a pretty good bid because Cole put in $50, Jack put in $15. Jack, you lost Big Ben, you put in a $15 bid, man, what are we doing? And York Commish put in $3 because, what the hell, why not take a flyer? But $54, nice job on that, TJ, good pull. Didn't really waste any money, only $3-4. Reynolds picked up DeMarcus Robinson with a $35 bid. Beat out Ryan McCannell's $21 bid, and again, York Commish with a $3 bid. Again, not a terrible bid. You wasted about $12, but probably worth it in the end. Jack put in a $30 bid for Teddy Bridgewater, and he was the only one to bid on him, so that was a waste of $30. TJ, $8 bid on DJ Sharp. What the fuck is that? He's on the Jags apparently, $8 bid, nobody else bid on him. Cole, Deebo Samuel, $5 bid, nobody else bid on him. Jensen with a $2 bid for Dallas Cowboy kicker Brett Mayer via Your Commission's $0 bid, so that's good for him. And finally, Your Commission with a $1 bid on Jalen Samuels. I dropped Gronk again, so that $1 was wasted. I didn't. All right, let's move on now to our week 3 ahead. Starting tonight with Jaguars Titans, real barn burner of a matchup on Thursday Night Football. In the past, we've done this based on projected score differential, so who was going to have the biggest blowout as projections state. Now, because Sleeper is a nice little app here, they give us the win percentage, or at least expected win percentage. So we're going to do it off of that deficit as opposed to the actual scores themselves. So let's start off with Coyle. Yeah, Coyle, who's got a 79% win percentage taking on Reynolds, obviously 21, that's called an inverse swap. 150 to 131 is a projected score. Reynolds' team looks like it's really struggling with Jacoby Brissett as quarterback 1 or 2, I guess, behind Kyler Murray. Coyle's team, on the other hand, looks pretty stellar throughout, as consistent as it gets. Coyle looking to go to 3-0. Reynolds trying to avoid being under 500. Next up, we have Danny, also 79 win percent, taking on TJ with a 21%. Similar score here projected. Danny's 151 to TJ's 131. McCallum's going to look for big days from his quarterback, Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, 22 and 22 points respectively. Everybody else is kind of middle of the road, mid-teens, high single digits. Over on TJ's side, he really doesn't know what he's getting from Mason Rudolph, quarterback for the Steelers. He's projected at 17 points. Who the hell knows if that's going to come to fruition or not? His other quarterback, Mitch Trubisky, kind of stinks, so TJ's season could be over before it even starts. Let's move on now to who's next? Your commish has a 62% win percentage, taking on Walter, 144 to 137. Tight score here, 7-point differential, but I think it's pretty obvious who's going to win this one. We'll see how Marcus Mariota starts for Walter tonight. He's projected at 17 points. If he can overcome that number, then this one might be a little tighter. On the other side of that, though, on my team, I got Derrick Henry projected only at 13, so if he can get in the end zone against the shitty Jags, you never know what might happen, but we'll see. Let's move on down to Ryan, who's got a 61 win percent chance against Jack. Similar score, 144 to 137. Ryan's looking to have a big day from his quarterbacks, obviously Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, 22 and 25 points. While, again, Jack's really relying on, or waiting to see what's going to come of Daniel Jones in his debut. Talk with them. Patrick has a 60% shot to win against Cole, 142 to 136. This one's getting even tighter and tighter. Looking to have another big day from Nick Chubb with 15 points projected. Lights camera Daction, 25 points. Over on Cole's side, his problem really is a QB2. Derek Carr projected at 15 points. Derek Carr stinks. Knock on wood if you're with me. That guy's terrible at football. So this one could be tight, but my money's on Patrick. And finally, in our game of the week, we have Sokol with a 52% chance to win, taking on Jensen. Projected score of 160 to 159, so it's also our highest scoring game, but also our tightest game. This one I'm going to keep my eye on, folks. A couple of 2-0 teams, a couple of juggernauts so far through the first 2 weeks of this season, taking on each other. One's going to move to 3-0, one's going to drop to 2-1. Who's it going to be? I don't know. All right. That's all I got for this week. It's damn good to be back. Good luck to everybody this week, except for Walter. Starts tonight, Jags, Titans. I think that's all I got. Peace.